What's up guys, welcome to ABAUTO. Now today we're going to be looking at 11 ways to make your Mercedes more sporty. Now in this video I am going to be referring to my W205 C-Class, but a lot of all these little mods you can apply to pretty much any Mercedes. Some will be specific to the C-Class, but if you've got another Mercedes, still check it out because a lot of these will apply to you. First up is tinting your windows. Now this is something that often comes standard on top-end models like AMGs, any kind of top-end Mercedes is going to have this, they call it privacy glass. And what it is it's basically blacking out the rear of the car. You can't do the front fully because it's illegal, but just having the back done adds a nice sporty look to the car. I really like the combination of black and paintwork. So if you've got a black car, it's going to go super stealth. Whereas if you've got a blue car like this, the combination of the black trim and the black tinted windows, the black wheels, it all just comes together and makes the car so much more sporty and aggressive. If your car didn't come with the privacy glass, don't worry, it's a super easy mod to add aftermarket. It's something you could tackle yourself, but I would recommend paying someone who's experienced, like a wrapper. Anyone competent is going to be able to easily wrap the rear of your car. Another mod to make your car feel more sporty is changing the colours of the seat belts. Like here in the C43, you've got these AMG red seat belts. Every time someone gets in the car, they comment on them because they're just so different. And they really add that nice level of sportiness and something special in your interior. Changing the colour of your seat belts is actually more popular than you might think. If you do a quick Google search in your local area, you should easily be able to find someone that specialises in just changing seatbelt colours. And the good thing is, it's not very expensive either. Here I have a genuine C43, and as standard it comes with this amazing rear diffuser with these quad exhaust pipes, and they look awesome. However, if you look closely, you'll see these quad pipes, they're actually purely cosmetic. Behind, inside, is actually the real exhaust. But that means if you've got a regular C-Class, you could potentially add them onto that because it's not the actual exhaust system, it's just the decorative part, which some people really don't like. I'm sort of in the middle really. I like it because it makes the exhaust so much easier to clean and you can't really see them. But obviously, you know, if you're a bit of an AMG purist, I mean, AMG have been doing it for a long time to be fair. So if you want to give the back of your C-Class a more sporty look, pop on one of these, but please don't put an AMG badge on unless it's an AMG. Next up is probably one of my favourite mods for any car, and that is simply painting your brake calipers. Just check out this paint job I had on my brake calipers. I think it looks amazing. It really pops every time I walk to the car. It's one of those things that doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you walk to your car in the summer and the sun's shining on it and these calipers are shining through, it just makes the car look so aggressive and sporty. Speaking of wheels, next up is the wheels. Changing your wheels can completely transform the look of the car. If your car has smaller alloy wheels, you can go bigger, you can go from 17 to 19, you can even go up to 20 inch, but be careful because that could cause problems with sort of scraping, and it's generally going to add less ride comfort and the car's going to get more rough the bigger the wheels you're on. These days we're absolutely spoiled for choice with tons of alloy wheel shops online and even ones you can walk into and see the wheels in person. So trust me guys, if you're getting bored of your car, change the wheels and it will give it a completely new look. Next up is a really cheap little mod you can definitely do yourself. A lot of Mercedes come standard with these cheap little plastic door lock pins, but it's actually really easy to swap them out for something nicer. Now you can go on eBay and for just £5 you can buy a complete set of metal ones and it completely changes the look of the door. It's very tiny, but sometimes the small details make all the difference. I've actually got a video up showing the process of taking these out and installing the new ones, so I'll pop it up here so you can check it out. Another small but very noticeable mod is to add a nice little lip spoiler to the back of your car. Now we're not talking some giant Fast and Furious spoiler, just something a little bit subtle that just adds that little sporty touch, because we still want our Mercedes to be sophisticated, but we also want it to be aggressive and mean. Now if your car already comes with a spoiler fitted from factory, what you can do is you can wrap it. You could go black, you could go carbon fibre. It's exactly what I did. I wrapped mine in this gloss black to match all the other gloss black trim around the car, and immediately after I did it, it added such a sporty, aggressive look to the back of the car. If you're curious to how these actually attach to the car, there's no screws or bolts. You don't have to do any drilling or anything to fit one of these. They're actually stuck on with an adhesive, which might sound a bit tacky and scary, but trust me, that's exactly how Mercedes do it in the factory. It's the normal way to attach a boot lip spoiler. Next up is one of the most popular mods for a Mercedes, and that is changing the grille. Now my favourite grille is the one on the AMG GT, and it's also become the AMG staple grille on top-end AMG models. Here's how it would look if I attached that grille to this car. What do you guys think? Does it change the look of the car? I almost feel like when you change the grille, it's such an important element of the car. Something like that, one small change, it can completely change the front of the car and make it look so much more aggressive and special. Now the only downside here is these AMG grilles are designed to fit the much more wider wheel arched front cars. So I think that you might not be able to fit an OEM one to a non-AMG car. So if you're looking to put this grille on your regular C-Class or a C43 for example, you have to go aftermarket. Now there's a few different places you can buy them from. I've noticed they're quite popular on the mod shops and they're only about like £150, and I think it's the same one as well available on eBay. I've had a look on Facebook and a lot of people do this mod and it does look good, so I'm not too worried about the knockoffs on eBay, but for me I like a genuine part, so just be careful and make sure you do a bit of research before you buy it to make sure it fits properly. Next up is the interior wrap. So take a look around your car and look for any parts in your interior that you could potentially wrap in a new surface. The most popular one and the most sporty one in my opinion is carbon fibre. You can't go wrong with carbon fibre. It always looks good and it's always used in top-end sport models, so it's got that nice connection. So here in my C-Class for example, we've got this really big piano black center console. Now we could remove this and we could wrap it in carbon fibre and it would give the interior such a sporty look. Now of course this is available from the factory in carbon fibre, but you might not have it as the option. I wanted it, but it wasn't available on this car because it was a factory stock car as opposed to a factory order. But I always wish I got the carbon fibre because the piano black is a bit of a nightmare. Now let's talk about another popular mod, and that is the Dchrome. Now a lot of cars, especially Mercedes, will come with a lot of these chrome trim parts. Now in some cases they look really good, but you can't beat a classic black Dchrome. When you take all this chrome trim and you make it black, it completely murders out the car and it just looks so much more sporty and aggressive. One of the main parts of a Dchrome is removing all the chrome sort of border around the windows. Now here, this actually comes standard with most AMG models, or you can get the night pack if you've got a standard Mercedes. And basically it changes all this, so it's this nice gloss black. And it just makes the car feel so much more aggressive and sporty. Another neat little mod that's really easy to do yourself is actually changing this light here under the door. So normally you'd have a bulb here and it would just shine down a light here. So when you open your door, you've just got a little bit of light and you can see what you're doing. But you can actually switch this bulb out for a projector. So when you open your door, it projects the Mercedes badge on the floor. I mean, how cool is that? And you don't have to stop there. It can be anything you want. You can get the Mercedes badge, you can get the AMG badge. I mean, you could in theory project anything you want on the floor. But practically speaking, from Mercedes directly, you can get a genuine one with the Mercedes badge or with the AMG badge. And obviously the genuine one looks really good. It's really crisp. That's the one I've got here. But it does cost about £100, typical Mercedes fashion. So if you don't want to spend £100, that's for a pair by the way, you get two. If you don't want to spend £100, hop on eBay, you can pick up pairs for literally £10. And to be honest, they look just as good. So there we have it guys, that's my 11 ways to make your Mercedes look more sporty. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up because as always, it really helps me and the channel out. It helps the video get recommended to more people, more exposure. It's just great for the channel, so I really appreciate it. And if you're enjoying the content on the C43, other Mercedes tips and tricks, we have tons of fun with the AMG, hit that subscribe button. Once again, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.